Welcome everybody to Friday Night Live here at Raise Your Vibration TV. It's Jeff. Welcome. It's Friday and we're going to do the freaking weekend because when you see that bowl in the middle of the screen, guess what time it is? It's the freaking weekend. And it's live, y'all. So who knows what's going to happen, because you know what we do on the freaking weekend. We keep it light. We're not going to get involved in all of that, discuss new moons in a week. We will, but we have fun. We try to keep it light. So with that being said, welcome, welcome, welcome. And what we do is we get the vibe for the weekend, and everybody's sign is in the singing bowl. Yes, have a look. That's right. Let's see. We'll give it a good shake. We'll give it a good shake. That's what we'll do. We'll shake it up. I'll shake it up. Shake it up. So I hope everybody had a great holiday. I know I did. I hope you did too. Yes. And it's over. It's over. Now we can move on. So let's get the advice of what we should do this weekend. How you doing, Scott? Happy holidays. Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you. It's finally over. New year, new you. All right. So, hello, angelic mama. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to do the freaking weekend. We're going to pull everybody's, that's what I was doing. See, I got sidetracked. So we're going to pull everybody's name out of the singing bowl. And we're going to get the vibe for the weekend. Because again, we keep it light. Happy Friday, Jean. It's Friday. It's time for the weekend. I'm in a kind of clappy, singy mood. Just on the verge of a nervous breakdown, but hey, let's go ahead and clear our energy. Maybe that'll help, All right. Let's do it. We're going to clear our energy before we start. We're going to clear our energy before we start. Don't want to read cards being a fart. That's for sure. So, we start our Palo Santo on fire. Ooh. We start our Palo Santo on fire, and then it starts to burn, and then we clear our energy out. I'm going to get you first. There we go. Welcome, everybody. Ooh, feel that. I feel kind of like a sigh of relief. Everybody, go ahead and take a deep breath in. And then release. Perfect. Wonderful. I felt that. Let's clear the tarot table, the tarot cards. I do this at least 2 or 3 times a day, And there's nothing wrong with that, especially because I do a lot of readings, I'm doing a lot of work. And, I forget that you guys are on a delay. All right. I think we're good. I'm just gonna put it around my heart a little bit, Clear out that Leo energy. Not that there's nothing wrong with it. But yes, let's do this. Let's go to the tarot table. You know how it goes. Yeah, I'm in a kind of jumpy kind of excited, Excited. And that's what we should be. We should be excited. We got great energy coming up for us. You know what I mean? So I'm just going to do a little thing. And, now that the holidays are over and that stress is no longer apparent, it kind of just goes away this weekend. So what I want you to do is to calibrate this weekend. Pause. Think about how the holidays were for you. Were you good? Were you okay? Were you feeling okay? Were you able to keep your spirits up? Was there a feeling of, something? I mean, it didn't really feel like Christmas, but I think I say that almost every year. It's because my kids are grown up. Love seeing kids on Christmas. But it just, I don't know. But going into this year feels something wonderful. You know what I mean? And I hope you're feeling that too. It's the energy of 2026. The snake cleared the way for the horse, the year of the horse, to come speeding through and galloping towards what we desire. And that's bank, baby. So let's go ahead and just do some reflection this weekend, okay? If we can. And if you still got partying to do, well, then I guess you got to do that too. It's the holiday time, It really doesn't stop till New Year's Day. But we're going to warm the cards up here. And then we are going to pick our first contestant on the freaking weekend live. This is the first time we've done this. This is pretty cool. So I hope you agree. So we got the cards ready to go. I keep saying, and so, and so. So, All right. We got that. Let's do it. Ready, folks? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. First person is Taurus. Oh my God, Taurus, welcome to the freaking weekend live. That's right, live. Everybody live, Taurus. Let's go ahead and get the vibe for you. Got you up on the board. One more shuffle. Bottom of the deck, 6 of Cups. First message is love's all around you. Another thing is, what do you think of this when you see this? Because that's what it means to you. For some reason, I'm not going to say exactly what it means, Taurus. What I'm just going to do is say, you interpret that whatever it is, okay? But we all know what the 6 of Cups is. But I will say this, love is all around you, and it could be something from the past. Now, there's the vibes. What do we have? All right, so I think for this weekend, yeah, we're kind of taking it in. Oh my God, 2 Christmases more after this? That's cool. Great way to keep yourself in the holiday spirit. But this is going within. The answers that you need are within. You know what I mean? You're creating whatever you want this weekend. I'm telling you, I think, all right, so like Taurus, for instance, very good. This seems like, we're doing the introspection. We're doing the work. We're putting out the frequency of what we're going to do for 2026. We're honing that energy in, using our inner knowledge and the Knight of Cups, taking in it like an offer or something. This weekend, go ahead and take it. You may be waiting for a message that helps you, but this Magician card is, you got this. This is a good weekend. Create it, what you want, So, do we have any Tauruses in the house? I don't know if we do. But that's all right. Because again, the replay is gold, If you missed the live, you can watch the replay. I'm sure that's what you're doing now. So, Taurus, let's get an oracle or 4 or 5. Not a problem. Okay, yeah. Change your focus. Go within. Change your focus this weekend. Yeah, look at this. Dedicated effort. Putting in the effort. Again, working towards that dream, whatever that is for this weekend. Shining. Things coming together. This is great energy. And again, create it. And embrace, yeah. Maybe doing some traveling. That's good energy, changing your focus into something more positive. That's actually brilliant for this weekend. Very good. Let's look at relationships. That 2 of Cups. I'm digging that. Oop. Just that? Yeah. Especially with relationships, maybe putting something to rest with the relationship, Taurus. Be aware of that. Again, maybe putting in the work and changing your focus by putting the past stuff. That 6 of Cups was the past. And the 9 of Pentacles, that's good for a Taurus. That's, I deserve it. I'm looking forward to it. I am embracing the new opportunities through an offer, through a relationship or something like that. If you are coupled, well, then this is just you two coming together by putting in the work, by just being in a good mood. If you're coupled, you'd feed off of each other. So just understand that. All right. So let's get some messages. That's it. Just one. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. See, so now that that's crazy. So now the bottom of the deck makes a sense because this is return. Second chances, opportunities, and making amends. The Six of Cups is always about something from the past. That's why I said, you look at that card and you tell me, Taurus, exactly what you interpret off of that. And then this comes out. Because I didn't want to say that right out of the gate. But here we are. Again, you can't make this shit up. So you may have a return of something coming together. Now, if it was shit and they treated you like shit, then, don't go back to it. Please, please, please. That's not what I'm saying. Well, just because, Jeff told me to go back. Well, no, don't do that. No, don't do that. All right. So let's get, what's the vibe? Yeah. And it's in your feelings, silent treatment, left out, feeling very antisocial, but maybe you're using this to your advantage. You know what I mean? You're doing the work. It's okay to be antisocial. You can't be social all the time, especially when you're working your shit out. You know what I mean? Everything's fine. Why? Why be that way? Let's get a closing message from the Rebel deck. A little towel snap in the ass from the universe. We're going to take both of these. Okay. You got a feeling you just can't shake. That little voice inside you, listen to that shit. Again, there's a reinforcement of the Hermit card using that wisdom of that card. And that's that little voice. Okay? That inner wisdom. Now, for some of you, probably for a lot of you Tauruses, if I know you, fucking apologize. Seriously, just do it. There's your call right there. Maybe something from the past, how that all comes together. Maybe apologizing from something that happened in the past or yesterday, Okay? All right, Taurus. That is your freaking weekend live. Go ahead and make sure you watch your midweek tarot reading. That is available to you Wednesdays at 10 a.m. And yes, and we usually go live on Thursdays at 7 p.m. But because, Christmas was, Thursday, so we're changing it up a little bit. So don't get your panties in a bunch. We'll be back on schedule. You wait and see. So Taurus, enjoy your weekend. That's going to do it. And don't forget, if you'd like a reading with me, I got some specials in person or online. Let's do it. All right. Let's get the vibe for 2026 going. Oh, Gemini's in the house too. Excellent. Excellent. Let's see if you're going to be next out of the bowl. Let's see. Let's take Taurus off the board. Thank you, Taurus. And let's see who is next. And it's Sag. I see Gemini sticking out of there, though. Sag, welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. There you go. Let's get the vibe for you. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ooh, I like that. I don't like that or that. All right, is that it? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, don't be tempted to worry this weekend. Maybe you're worried about what happened. I don't know. What happened recently? Let that go. Empower yourself. Yes, this is great. This is great energy. What are you doing over here? We don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. We want to empower ourselves. Let's make moves. Let's do this. Okay? The Emperor. No worrying. Don't be tempted to do that. It's about empowering yourself. It is about claiming victory. That nobody wins anything or gets any recognition if you're in a fucking victim mentality. That's the way it goes, Sag. So focus on victory and success this weekend. This looks like fun. The spotlight's going to be on you. The Four of Wands. Listen, Linda, this is good. Celebrating. Maybe you're doing some entertaining at home. Listen, don't worry about it. Don't stand there. Don't stand there and just, I don't know what to do. Take action, all right? Very good. Oh, thanks. Love your energy too. LA. So let's get a Capricorn my season. All right. Whoa. Whoa. Woo. Woo. You know what I'm doing? You know that lady? Woo. All right, let's see. Daydreams and decisions. Yeah. Make a choice. Do it. Open up. Yes, yes, yes. No holding back. Open up. Another 4. I like that. Ooh, 444. We got him on the board. And the Sun card. This is good energy for this weekend. This is really good. So, and we got 3 4s. 444. That's protection and stability. Perfect. Fantastic. I love it. I love it. Rest in the knowledge that you are taken care of, especially when it comes to the home. It's just shining bright. That's all. Shine bright like a diamond. I mean, that's basically what you should have going through your head all weekend, you know, instead of fucking worrying and getting stuck in that loop. Okay. Let's look at relationships. Oh, hell. Yeah. Stuck in fear. Okay. All right. See, again, don't be tempted to do that. Fear of being left out, FOMO. We don't want FOMO. You'll be fine. Really, we're stuck in a perspective. Again, are we feeling a little victimish in our relationships? That's probably where it's at. All right. So just be aware of that. Let go of the, you're not trapped, you're not stuck. It's the mentality. It's the way you're looking at it. And this weekend has great potential, so get over it. You know what I mean? What else can I say? It looks good. Stop fucking with it. All right. Wow, we got lots of messages. Okay. Distracted. Sidetracked, change, or delays. Well, you're Sag. You got to embrace change. There's going to be some delays. It's okay. That means you're aligning to it. But this is probably why. Stress, turbulence, tension, and arguments. Maybe you're sidetracked by little arguments that you don't need to have. You know what I'm saying? And we got soulmates, deep love, unity, and connection. You can have that. There's definitely that there. But what are you distracted from? Are you letting the every day-to-day shit pull you out of your vibe? You don't want to do that. Let's get what's the vibe. So don't be tempted again to sit and worry, sit and stress. You know? Don't get distracted by that. Yeah, look at that. Burn bridges. Lack of trust, disloyal, turned back on. Yeah, because of fear? I don't know. I'd claim victory in this. Again, 6 of Wands energy. Victory. You know, maybe this stuff has accumulated and now it's time for you to let that go. Either way, I mean, if we're talking about a weekend vibe, it looks good. So don't get distracted by fear, doubt, and worry. That's basically the bottom line. Yeah. I'm gonna go and run with that. Okay. Let's get a closing message for you, Sag. There you are. Closing message is get the fuck outside and move your ass. Your body is pissed at you. Okay. So movement, stress, don't get distracted. Wow. There's a lot to unpack there, Sag. But fear, doubt, and worry, fucking useless. Put it to the curb. Don't need it. All right, Sag? Okay. Thank you so much for watching. That's going to do it for your freaking weekend live. Go ahead and check out your midweek reset tarot reading. That's posted to Wednesdays. Jesus Christ. Wednesdays at 10 a.m. That's when we go over everything. We get the vibe for Wednesday to Tuesday. Yeah, I don't like that stuck energy, Sag. Again, that's fear. Open up. You got this. Shine, baby. Shine. Shine on, you crazy diamond. All right. Sag, we're going to take you off the board. Thank you so much for watching. Let's go ahead and see who is next. And right there, Gemini, it's just sticking right out. Got to do it. Welcome, Gemini, to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board and get your vibe. Let's get it. Hope you had a great holiday. It went by fast. Even though I bitch, pissed, and moaned that I wished it was already over with, it sure went by fast. And I guess I got what I wanted, but I guess that's not what I wanted. All right, Gemini, let's do this. Ooh, okay. Where'd that card go? Hey. Oh, there it is. Yeah. All right, so listen to me. Don't turn your back on an opportunity here to really get some clarity. I don't want whatever has happened to bog you down. Don't let it. Don't focus on that. There's an ending. Gemini, there's a reason why this is happening, and it's going to be very beneficial for you this weekend. So just focus on that. The universe is like, open your hand and we'll fill it. You know, don't turn your back on an opportunity for something here because you're focusing on doom and gloom, or I don't know, maybe the weather's a little crazy and you don't want to go out in it. I don't know. Just don't shut yourself off to it because something's got you all shook. You know, it's a time to be grateful. And when you do, the universe pays you back in spades. It really does. All right. So let's get an oracle to go along with this and see what we have for you, Gemini. Is that it? Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Challenging times, helpless and hopeless. All right. Gemini, I'm sending you lots of love and energy and all of that. But let's not focus on this. This puts us in a victim mentality. It makes us think our bowls are all empty when in our perception, if we just checked it, we would see that the universe is always slipping a full bowl in. And when you realize that, you learn that these challenging times actually worked out for you in a big way. Well, they work out in, guess what? A big way. So just be aware of that, okay? I see a lot of you harumphing, you know? Whatever that could be. But nevertheless, let's see about relationships. Because the weekend does pay off. I mean, oh my God, look, the Four of Cups is out again. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yeah. Eight of Swords, stuck. You stuck on somebody? On a relationship? Don't turn your back on an opportunity here. I think you need to really, I don't know, maybe distance yourself from some people. They just seem like they got a low vibe kind of thing. Instead, nurture yourself. Opportunities come along. Again, there's an opportunity here. I think you should take it. Okay? That's very apparent, but it seems like, excuse me, it seems like the Gemini hamster wheel's spinning again. Am I right or am I wrong? Don't let it happen. Again, maybe you're just fatigued from the holidays, you know what I mean? Nurture yourself. Look at the good stuff, you know? Okay. Let's get first messages is rejection. Abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. That could be that blindfold energy. I'm really picking on that Eight of Swords, you know? Like, again, it's perception. So protect yourself. And yeah, look at this. And then perspective. Better off, happiness, clear your headspace. Again, don't turn your back on an opportunity to get out of this mentality. And correct, hamster overactive. Tell it to settle down or give it a gummy. You know? Settle it down. But some perspective this weekend is definitely needed. Okay, so let's go ahead and get what's the vibe. Because you know we got to keep looking. You know we got to. All right. What's the vibe? Okay. All right. Gemini, you can be like this. You know, it's the insecurity that I'm focusing on and the paranoia sometimes. But, you know, again, you're guarded, you're stuck in this kind of, I got to defend myself, when you should really just be nurturing and focusing and gratitude big time this weekend. I don't know, nurturing yourself. Don't turn your back on an opportunity to do that. I think you're just fatigued. You know, you got existence fatigue, and it's okay. It's okay. We all get it sometimes. Okay, what's the closing message for you, Gemini? Is step away from the crazy-making diet for a hot second. Kale and spirulina taste like ass. Eat some yummy shit like bacon, chocolate, beer, and get some. All right, maybe, Gemini, maybe what you need is a little hot fun in the summertime. Hot fun. Maybe that's all it needs. Sometimes, you know, and I'm not going to lie, a little roll in the hay will do something wonderful for your shitty attitude. I'm just saying. Oh, God. All right. Ooh. Oh, God, I hope you're feeling better. Damn. The flu. Yikes. Gemini, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. And I say, nurture yourself. You know what I mean? Don't look at, again, don't get yourself all crazy. You didn't miss anything. You know, maybe you needed to take care of maybe you got sick because you needed to take care of yourself. And now there's a perfect opportunity for that. All right. So Gemini, that is the vibe for the freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, midweek reset, Wednesdays. You got to get that. All right. So let's take you off the board, Gemini, and see who is next. Moving right along. And a Scorpio. Welcome, Scorpio. It's your turn on the freaking weekend. Happy holidays. Let's put you on the board. Boom. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Scorpio. Throw some hands up in the air if you're in the house. You know. You know how many know. How many do I have? Oh, 4. I've gotten 4 done. Namaste to you, dear. All right, let's go, Scorpio. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. All right, very simple. Scorpio. You got some heartache causing you some drama here or something. Well, what's going on with this? We don't need to compete for anything. We don't need to trample over everybody. All you need is success. Let's let go of this heartache, this regret. 3 of Swords is a shit card. 5 of Wands just fucking makes it worse. So I don't know what's going on here. But all I need you to do is focus on success. That's it. Maybe some traveling. Maybe you don't want to go. Don't cause any drama. And I'm going to tell you something. Too bad, because it looks like the 2 horses are pulling the buggy. You know what I'm saying? So they're not riding solo. Okay? Weird message, but maybe I don't know. The holidays kind of got you a little blue. And you realize you don't need to fight for anybody's attention or anything like that. Yeah, you focus on joy and stability, and that's exactly what you'll experience. And take the lead. You need to take action in this, especially for this weekend. Like the 4s, a lot of 4s coming out for people. A lot of 4s. All right. Let's get relationships. Let's see. Ooh. Oh. The Chariot out again. Love it. Wow. This is a big deal. Okay. Yeah. Good. So this is good. This is good energy here. This kind of cancels this out. So we're moving towards this. We're definitely moving towards a better energy this weekend. You're taking the initiative. You're making it happen. I don't know. I think we're coming out of the dark and into the light, Scorpio. I really do. Especially when it comes to relationships. And look at this. The Chariot again. So maybe traveling. The Sun. Change your attitude. Shine in the sun. The sun doesn't compete or cause drama. It just does what it does, and it shines. That's what you do. 10 of Cups is beautiful. Yeah, this is very successful. What are you doing? If you're not feeling it this weekend, well, you're fucking up. Because this is a really good vibe here. So far, one of the best vibes out of the whole reading. Yeah, the Knight. And it didn't start off that well, but it looks like you're... Are you waiting for permission? Because I'll give it to you. Go ahead. Do it. Do it. Feel good. Feel better. You know? It's a positive attitude. What do I keep? The one on the bottom. Okay. I get it. Yeah. Maybe it's just all about this. Family. Fertility, parenthood, pregnancy. Oh, hell. Well... This definitely has a family vibe to it. You got the 10 of Cups. I mean, look at the little kids running around. Maybe that's what's got you stressed out. You goddamn kids. Those little ingrates. You know what I mean? I don't know. Again, take what resonates. Or maybe some of you are trying to have a child, all serious. Looks like daddy's a little fertile. It's time. So... Oh, okay. On second thought, this is hysterical. Consequences. Bad choices, games, and mixed signals. So if you don't want to start a little family, you don't want, then preventive care is everything. Masked, hidden, concealed, concealing, and deception. Again, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, be aware of the consequences. Your mood, I think this kind of shows like your mood sets the tone. So if you're in this state instead of this one, well, I guess this kind of shows your whole deal. You know what I'm saying? So choose this weekend what you want. Because that bitch looks like she's fucking suffering. And the Sun, I mean... Choose a weekend of being naked and riding bareback on a horse. I'll take that any day instead of this. You know what I mean? It's your choice. Make a good decision. What do you got to be fucking visited by 3 goddamn ghosts? You know what I mean? That's what it looks like. It looks like, you know, Jacob Marley's going to be paying you a visit. All right, Scorpio, let's get a closing message for you. I haven't even put a dent in this freaking weekend. It's okay. There we go. Maybe all you need is a big fucking hug. Squeeze. Oh, I hate that one. You know what? I'm going to pull another one just because I hate that card. Let's get another one. Let's see. It's almost, yeah, it's an hour. Yeah, probably going to be another hour. Okay, here we go. There we go. Some good shit is about to happen. Yes. There ain't no doubt about that. The Chariot out twice. The Sun, the Magician, the 10 of Cups. Do I have to go over every card? That's how fucking evident it is. Don't let your issues fuck it up. Ooh. 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 Ooh, there. I felt that. Ah. Did that sting? I'm going to show it for some of you in the back. Don't let your issues fuck it up. All right. Scorpio. That is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Make sure you check out the Midweek Reset Tarot. That's where you get the vibe for Wednesday through Tuesday. We're not fucking around. Choose wisely. Misery or joy and stability. But they'll give you a different outcome. So choose wisely, Scorpio. I love you so much. Let's take you off the board and move forward. Have a great weekend. Let's see who is next. Let's give these a fucking Libra. Welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board, shall we? And get your cards. Let's get the vibe for you for the weekend. Libra, love it. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Go ahead. Oh, yeah, we're live, Libra. If you're in the house, throw some hands up in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Tonight might be the night, guys. Tonight might be the night. The comedic value is just gold. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this a lot. All right, so basically what this message is saying here, my lovelies, did I put you on the board? Yes, I did. You've been taking shit way too seriously. It's time to, if you got some toys for Christmas, I would play with those and I wouldn't feel I'd be unapologetic for it. But there is some things that you need to put the work into. So let's have a balance here. And a great beginning. Maybe I got a vibe of some of you like maybe doing a lot of shit around the house. You know, maybe you nest before the new year. A lot of people do that, but I feel like that's what you're doing. You could be physically moving into a different locale or something like that. But this is like open up to a new beginning this weekend. You could be entertaining at home or there's a lot of focus at home, something at home. Again, maybe kicking out the kink, you know? Ain't nothing wrong with kicking out the kink. That's faux show. We're going to keep that card because it just, ooh, and that one flew out like crazy. All right, Libra, what do we have? Excellent. Yes. Know that you are confident. You got this. This is working on your solar plexus. This is shining like the sun. And this is dreams coming true for you. So excellent. Focus on that. Very good energy here. I like that. And you should too. You should too, Libra. Let's get relationships and love. Let's see what's going on with that. Is Libra getting any? Oh, it's a no-go. No, I'm just kidding. You might be excited because you're finally letting go of something here. You know what I mean? But it's time to, again, a lot of wands here, a lot of change. Embrace it. Focus on it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay? This is good. This is really good. I really like this for you, Libra. There's a lot of change here. That's good. Also, like engagement and wedding kind of comes up. So maybe that's what you're thinking of. Maybe you're moving towards that. Again, it's the weekend vibe, but changing the way that you function in your relationships. I think you've gotten this new sense of, I don't know. I like it on you, though. I don't like this, though. Pain. Apprehensive, afraid, and cautious. Right. So that, again, all has to do with the solar plexus and knowing that you deserve it. Confidence, baby. Libra, confidence. That's how you balance everything out. Let's get what's the vibe. What do we have for you? Okay. Smell the roses. Slow down. Take some you time and get out in nature. Again, you want a good balance of everything? But this looks good. It looks good. Everybody's readings are pretty damn good so far. I'm really digging it. So just be aware of that, Libra. This is, again, confidence. It's moving forward. gallantly. There's a focus on home, getting things done, maybe changing the way you're doing things. Yeah, there's also this big message for you this weekend is maybe getting outside. Yeah. Get the fuck outside and move your ass. Your body is pissed at you. Okay. Listen to it. If it's saying, Libra, we're antsy. Let's move. Let's go. Let's exercise. Why are we doom scrolling? Again, start now. Okay. Getting some perspective on that this weekend. All right, Libra, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. You know the do. Wednesdays, 10 a.m. We go deep for the week with the astrology and longer, more in-depth tarot readings instead of being so goddamn silly. Although sometimes we do have a good time on the midweek reset. Again, it's the vibe. We all go by vibes. And I'm sure you wouldn't like it if I was like, what's that guy's name? Talks like this. Now your tarot. Oh, look, the Wheel of Fortune. That is great for you. Who's that? Ben Stein. That's who it is. All right, let's move on. Let's see who's next on the freaking weekend. And it's Cancer. Welcome, Cancer, to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. Boom. All right, let's do it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, hell no. Cancer, what the hell are you doing? All right, listen. All right, hold on. Go ahead. Don't. I'll wait. Get yourself settled, Cancer. I want you to listen, okay? I know this is the freaking weekend, but I really want you to, I really want you to pay attention. So we got the Moon, the Judgment, the Six of Swords, the Seven of Pentacles. I'm going to tell you really nice and easy, lemon squeezy. Get out of your uncertainty. Set yourself free from this. It cannot go with you in 2026. Cancer, it's time to put your time and energy into things that are going to pay off. And for some reason, there's a vibe of, listen, kid, I want you to not focus on what everybody else is going to think or anything like that. You know what I mean? Like, just let it go. Let it go. For some reason, I see some Cancers knowing that they're taking themselves down, and I don't know. I see it divided. I see some of you are just, yeah, I know. I'm gonna give myself one last dive. And then some of you are like, oh, hell no. I've already learned that, So change your focus and open up. Yeah, guys, come on. Come on. It's time. Come on, let's all go together. It's fun. Really. It really is. Let's look at relationships. Is that what it is? The whole relationship thing. Is that what this is? Yeah. Yeah. The Seven of Pentacles, again, put in the work to not bring this with you in 2026. This is what you're doing this weekend, Cancer. That's it. No partying. No nothing. No more presents for you. Your present for yourself is getting over your bullshit. Because, quite frankly, Cancer, your guys are getting really sick of throwing these same cards out like this. Boom. Uh-oh. Maybe you need to go to confession. Unveiling, coming clean, and messages. Again. All right. I'll tell you what, Cancer, let's make a deal. You go ahead and you confess. I'll listen. Okay, my child, that's 5 Hail Marys, 3 Our Fathers, and say the rosary twice. There you go. Now you can get on. Okay? Let's get what's the vibe. And we're only halfway. Instead, Cancer, Check out the possibilities for this year. Follow your dreams. Make up your fucking mind and believe in yourself. This is your call this weekend to stop. That's exactly what your guy had said. Stop. I could only address what I must focus on. I'm sorry. But I have to tell you how it is. Now, let's get a closing message for you and get out of your attitude, because it can't go with you. All right. Get the fuck outside and move your ass, Cancer. Your body's pissed at you. Listen to your body. We got a lot of that. Listen to your body, everybody. Your body keeps score. Remember that. But enough of this, Cancer. Enough. I'm trying to make light of it, so it doesn't seem so bad, but it's pretty bad. And you need to let it go, and it can't go with you this year. It can't go with you next year. I'm sorry. So do it this weekend, okay? That's all I can say. And your body knows it because you're slacking off. So Cancer, do the work. It'll pay off, boys and girls. I'm telling you. All right, Cancer, have a great weekend. Again, a lot of you are coming out of this. You've already done this. You're opening up and you're putting in the work. And 2026, this is when all of this blooms. I hope that helps, Sherelle. I know it was a little bombastic, but again, it's the way the message has got to come across. I'm just not being obnoxious. You know what I mean? It's the way that the energy comes across. As soon as those cards came out, your guides were like, oh, fuck, not again. So just be aware of it. You got to ask yourself why we can't let it go. That's the big one. All right, Cancer? I love you all. Have a great weekend. Let's see who's next. Or who could it be now? And it's Capricorn. Happy birthday, Capricorn. It's your season. It's the reason for the season. There you go. We're on the board. Let's do it. Capricorn, the vibe for the weekend. Oh. All right. So we've got 2 piles of 3. Don't be tempted. 5 of Cups to sit and shoulda, woulda, coulda, all of that shit. Redirect your energy. This is good because we're coming out of this and moving into this. I like the yellow of it all. I love that. The 10 of Swords is getting out of your negative mindset, because this is, again, you're wasting your energy there, and the devil is you. That's your card. And you can do that to yourself. You're putting your time and effort and wasting your emotions because of the, what is it? Like the negative mindset. The Page of Wands is showing you're taking things way too seriously. And it's time for you to fall in love with life instead of, Bella Swan energy. That's Bella Swan energy, 8 of Wands is very good. Communications coming in, things moving, things changing. The Chariot, everyone's been getting the Chariot. That's good. That's the year of the horse too. Success, fantastic. But you can't see it if you're sitting in that. And that's a mentality. That's a feeling. That's something that you're always, that symbolism is very indicative there, and it's time to let that go. That negative mindset that serves no purpose whatsoever. But somehow it's like after you wire that way for so long, you can't help but to react that way. I get it, So be aware of that. But again, you're taking this way too serious and just kind of, what's the point of it all if you're not enjoying it? You know what I'm saying? And the Four of Pentacles with no holding back and open up. Absolutely. Okay? Absolutely. Let's get relationships and love and see what's going on with that. So if we're opening up, that could be about a relationship, you know. Again, you're not going to see it if you're sitting in that. That's the whole point of it. So the devil always says, don't be tempted to, and we fill in the blank with whatever's there. Yeah, the Ten of Swords again. Self-deception. Again, that's like self-sabotage. That's exactly what that is. Don't be tempted to go there. See, the whole thing is about opening up. That's in the middle. The Five of Swords, worry, doubt, fear, you know, how are you exhausted from this, that you've done that to yourself, you know? Trust your intuition. Again, open up to maybe intuitive messages. The Eight of Pentacles is doing things differently, looking at things differently, communicating things differently with the Ace of Swords. Again, how do you talk to yourself? Is it a negative mindset? Is it a positive mindset? This weekend, it looks like you're moving into a positive mindset. You really have no choice. You sit in this and you don't see any of this. That's the bottom line with that. All right, so let's get some other oracles to go along with that. Again, it's just this negative. Okay. And it's possibilities. Again, look at the yellow. Free-spirited, adventure, risks, maybe going on an adventure. Opening up to possibilities, that's true. But I'm going to tell you something. This could make it all go tits up. And it seems like it's kind of teetering on that. So be aware. You know, it's not free and clear until you proclaim it's free and clear. You know? But I like the Ten of Swords because that means you're moving out of a negative mentality. Okay? Boundaries. Disrespectful, enough is enough, defend yourself. Yeah, sure. I mean, if you don't put up proper boundaries, well, then that's what you kind of invite in. So be aware of that, okay? And let's get a closing message. And it's a lightning bolt, which is thoughts. There's a lot of swords in here, so changing our thoughts. Figure shit out on your own. Again, possibilities. That's the thing. Are we going to sit in it, or are we going to do something about it? You know what I mean? And it's negative mindset or lack of positive mindset. Again, this all goes back to programming. You know, we run the same defense mechanisms all the time. You know, if they work a few times, then we keep that. And when we mature and as we spiritually evolve and we still go to those mechanisms, they don't work out. They clash. So that's the big thing this weekend, is getting some perspective on that, you know, and getting yourself out of this negative mindset that just makes you, you know, this is your season. You know, you gotta claim that shit. All right. So Capricorn, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Don't forget, the midweek reset is available to you Wednesdays at 10 a.m. That's where we get down to it. So let's go ahead, Capricorn. Have a great weekend. Let's see who is next. We'll take you off the boat. And it's Virgo. Virgo. Welcome to the freaking weekend. Let's put you on the board. Thank you. And let's get it. Let's get it for you, dear. Virgo, hope you had a great holiday. Let's see what the weekend's going to bring. Maybe you're sleeping off that hangover. Good. We're getting out of that. That's good. All right. Yep. You need some downtime. That's it. No more rushing around. Good. I'm glad that worked, Gene. I'm telling you, positivity is where it's at. Positivity is where it's at. So, Virgo, getting out of our negative mindset, like Capricorn, fellow earth sign, is that, your indecisiveness is what gets you. Because you've got so much going on. Settle down, Virgo. I see you doing a lot. It's making my head hurt, actually. So be aware of that. Settle down this weekend. Take some time for you. Trust your intuition. Trust the universe. You can let go. You don't need to decide right now. Feet on the ground. The universe says, open your hand and we'll fill it. So this weekend gives you an opportunity to kind of ground. That's where that's at. Okay. That's where that is at. So let's get an oracle for you. There we go. Yeah. Again, we got the devil card. Just again, there's a tendency here, Virgo, to just get stuck, to just can't decide. We can't do that. Ace of Swords is approaching it differently. Wow. There's a big change for a lot of you Virgos and dreams coming true with Nine of Cups. I love it. There's an opportunity here. Leave the negative attitude. Start working on it this weekend. Okay. Trust the journey. Okay, I don't know what's going to happen, but I do know it's going to be a hell of a lot better than I've allowed myself in 2025. So I am opening up to it. And holy shit, does it ever. Trust me, this is a big positive note moving into 2026. You heard it here first. I'll back that shit up. I'll put my reputation on the table. Yeah. Relationships, 10 of Cups. Yeah, Ace of Cups. Are you kidding me? Yeah, two of Pentacles. Stop being wishy-washy about relationships. Decide. For some of you, I have to say decide. But look at that. Anytime the Ace of Cups and the Star comes out in a reading, I'm saying, you know what, this weekend, get some self-care. It'll do your family some good. I mean, the 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups, this is really good energy, Virgo. But get rid of the, I feel like you're just trying to do too much. You just feel like you're doing way too much. But look at how beautiful that is when you just kind of trust the universe and say, all right, you know what? I can't do all of this. This will all work out, Let's see this. It's past life, deja vu, repeated patterns, and karmic lessons. And I want to focus more on repeated patterns. Maybe you're focusing on some of the other meanings, but I'm focusing on repeated patterns because this is a pattern with you. Prove me wrong. Maybe you put everybody else in front of yourself and you're no good to everybody if you're filling from an empty cup. This weekend is a big road sign to fill your cup first. Okay? It pays off. I'm telling you that right now. Does that make you feel better? Because it's true. It really is. Uh-oh. Chaos. Finger of God. Upheaval, disaster, downfall. Again, don't be stuck. I'm just going to, I'm going to show you here because there's too many cards to pick up. But the 2 of Swords to the 10 of Swords to the Devil to the Chaos. Don't focus on all that shit. You know what I mean? Instead, this weekend, you can get an epiphany with some self-reflection. You can get the answered questions you need and maybe even tapping into unknown talents. You might pull something out of your box you didn't even know you had. Okay? Virgo, let's get a closing message. So don't focus on all the upheaval. Don't run towards the twister. You're fine. Hide in the basement. Make sure Daddy closes the door. Oh, Daddy, don't blow away. Oh, no. Okay, closing message, Virgo, is this. Shame, regret, and guilt, those are just bullshit. Let's read that again. Shame, regret, and guilt, those are just bullshit. Forgive, let that shit go. That could be the epiphany right there. So I just saved you a whole weekend of soul searching that shit. Just forgive and let that shit go. And walking into 2026 with no baggage, no bullshit, and a positive attitude, bitch, watch me go. Look at the doves fly out when the door is open. Okay? Virgo, that is going to do it for your freaking weekend. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, if you want more tarot goodness, well, stop in on Wednesdays at 10 a.m. where we get the fucking vibe for the whole week. Wednesday through Tuesday. I know it's cold outside, but the tarot in here is hot, hot, hot. All right. Virgo, that's going to do it. Let's take your beautiful ass off the board and make way for who? Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. It's Pisces. Let's put you on the board. Pisces, welcome. It's the weekend, baby. How you doing? Happy holidays. Happy holidays to you, Pisces. Happy holidays to you. I just hear those sleigh bells reeling, jingling too. Come on, it's lovely, that lovely weather for a tarot reading for you. Let's see those cards a shuffling and Jeff freaking out. Oh, maybe the cards will start on fire or have a stroke on live. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Oh, Pisces. Yeah. All right. We got to come up with some new ideas on how to handle this shit. All right. We need to reinvent the wheel here. Yeah. Sometimes it's not needed, but this week it is. And I want you to understand that. I want you to assimilate it. I want you to go into this week and the rest of the year knowing that you have all the answers. You got to change the way you're looking at that. You're looking for it out there, and you're wasting your time. Page of Swords is learning a new skill, implementing one of these ideas. There's a big message coming in, and they're already telling you for this weekend. So I hope you enjoy your weekend because there's a message coming. You heard it here first. But this is restructuring the way that we talk, the way that we, this is getting some inspiration from inside. This is opening that wellspring that's always been available. Fuck yeah. Out of sadness and isolation, we get rebuilding. So maybe we hit a low, and now it's time to rebuild off of that. It's time to really get some clarity this weekend, and take your time, but hurry up. That's kind of like what they're saying is, it's like you've got all the time in the world until you don't, that's the message. And there's no need to rush, but the action does need to take place, and it starts in the mind first. Okay? All right. Let's get it for you. All right, so we might be working on some childhood stuff from the past. Maybe that's what we're, a lot of us around this time get very weepy and sentimental. Look at that. The Six of Swords, again, is out. So you're definitely moving into a different mindset. Really rebuilding off of your past. And the Queen of Pentacles is nurturing. Yeah, this is a nurturing energy. Please nurture yourself this weekend, okay? Okay? It's getting ourselves out of this. So whatever childhood thing still is in the back of your head, and you know what I'm talking about, Pisces, each one of you has that. And then you're like, okay, you know what? I understand where this comes from. I'm going to move on from it. Maybe you've already realized that. But it's nurturing and fostering and rebuilding relationships that mean something to you, and not just, I don't know. It's a weekend, it's supposed to be fun, but again, oops. Yeah, like this, thinking, missing you, craving, desiring. Again, you're doing a lot of thinking this weekend. There's swords all over this. Knight of Swords, Page of Swords, Six of Swords twice. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Six of Swords twice. Sounds like, we should be jumping rope and doing that. Pisces got the Death card and the Fool. But yeah, there seems to be a lot of thinking and rebuilding, nurturing yourself, Pisces. Again, you're a wellspring of creativity. Use it, Get inspired. There's a lot of energy available to you in 2026, just as a little kind of highlight to what 2026 is going to bring, because a lot of energy is going on with Saturn and Neptune, and it's going to be in your sign. So there's a heavy influence there. Burn bridges, lack of trust, disloyal, turned back on. So again, maybe burning bridges isn't the thing. Once you light that match and you set it down on that little line of gas that's going towards that bridge, it's going to be really hard to stop it once it goes ablaze. And once you burn a bridge, you shouldn't go back. So for some of you, this past is don't you dare think about going back to an ex. So if any of you Pisces are watching this, you've been warned. All right, let's get a closing message for you, Pisces. So again, maybe you're thinking of the bridges you burned in the past. You know what I mean? Could very well be that. Okay. Now this clarifies everything we've been fucking talking about. This is what makes your wait, Pisces, so much worth it. That project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back. That's all I got to say. Pisces, what are you doing? I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're getting rid of that low vibe, illusionary energy that we think is what's really going on, but it's not. And you're going to change that shit. Look at me putting those in a different deck. Nice going, Jeff. But listen, there it is, kids. There it is, as plain as day. So seize that. 2026, I'm telling you. We're going to be laughing about this months from now. Trust me. All right, Pisces, that is your weekend. We're doing a lot of thinking, like the thinking man, But I don't want you to be shoulda, woulda, coulda, All right, let's take you off the board, Pisces. I love you so much. Make sure you watch the midweek reset, of course. And Aquarius. 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 Welcome, Aquarius. It's the weekend. Goddamn right. Let's do it. Okay, well. Yeah, sure. I guess things have been a little chaotic. The universe is saying, listen, Aquarius, be patient with your process here. We got this. Lots of things changing really quick. 7 of Wands, the 8 of Wands to the Ace of Wands. Are you kidding me? Don't you dare, Aquarius, don't you dare give up now. This bubble is about to burst. I'm telling you. That would be horrible. Who stops right before the finish line? Not you. You got to shift this, whatever has happened this year that has made you kind of loopy, to switch this energy. You really need to. You have to do it. You have to protect your energy around other people too. So stand your ground, be patient, and open up this weekend. Change the way you're doing things. Movement. I see movement, movement, movement. Wow, look at that. Those just kind of trickled out. With the Ace of Pentacles, which is strengthening bonds, and the Three of Pentacles, recognition. Again, you may think that it's already passed, but it hasn't. It's actually just about to build. I'm telling you, you're almost at the finish line. And that's 2026. So you are starting 2026 with a clean slate here. Are you feeling that? I'm really feeling that for you. All right, let's do this. Let's get relationships. We got the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, you're in a pretty damn good position right here when we go into relationships. Yeah, look at that. Queen of Swords cuts all cords from this past, speaks her truth. You need to speak your truth. Again, reach out. You might need to reach out to some people. The Nine of Pentacles and the Two of Cups is very good. You are open and deserving of a relationship. And to tell you the truth, I got a feeling this weekend you may be strengthening a relationship with somebody you're already in. Or you could very well meet somebody through maybe a work party or something like that. But Aquarius, this looks really exciting. Really exciting. I like the Two of Cups, the Ace of Wands. This is good, kind of sexy energy, you know, but again, just watch your peeps. Watch who you get in contact with. You're welcome, everybody. I have seen all the thank yous. Thank you for watching. Of course. Of course. All right. What else do we have here for you? All right. The plot thickens, Aquarius, with second chance. Roll that dice. Reconciliation, making amends, an opportunity to do that. Okay. Again, strengthening bonds, making amends, reaching out. You see the messages here, Aquarius? Pretty wicked. I like it. Clarity, truth, intentions, and being honest. Again, communication. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're not like going to be like that guy in the trench coat with the boombox over his head. That's what I picture that going on, you know. Looks pretty exciting. I'm not going to lie. The overall image of it is pretty exciting. So open up to it, Aquarius. Let's get, what's the vibe? Ooh, hey. All right. This might explain kind of like the Tower cards here with shattered, broken, nightmares, and failures. What'd you do? I'm telling you might get a second chance at it. Isolation, rejected, left alone, self-inflicted. Uh-oh, Aquarius. You heard it here first. You may be getting a message. You may be reaching out. Something's up. An opportunity, a second chance. This is big, very big for you, Aquarius. I say roll with it. Wow, I'm already starting to clear the deck. But there is someone or something around you that you need to protect your energy with. So just be aware of that, my friends. Okay? So Aquarius, let's wrap it up and get a closing message. There it is. Interesting. Some food for thought. I don't want you to freak out. Shit is going down with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. Plan B. I never say quit unless you have a plan B. And they better have done you dirty if you're going to quit. If you're quitting just because you don't like the hours, you know what I mean? Plan B. That's all I'm saying. I'm not condoning walk out on your fucking job at the first of the year. I'm not doing that. You take however that resonates with you. All right. But I'm telling you, there may be a second chance at that. This may not be a relationship, Aquarius. This could be like a second chance at a job. You're getting a different perspective on it. Maybe we just need to communicate, you know, so be aware of that, guys. But this is a brand new start. 2 aces in a reading. Yeah, that's great. All right, Aquarius, thank you so much. That's going to do it for your freaking weekend. Go ahead and watch your midweek reset tarot reading. Check that out now. You get the vibe all the way from Wednesday to Tuesday. And then when you add the freaking weekend to it, holy shit, that's fantastic. All right. So thank you so much. We're going to take you off the board and moving right along. Aries, welcome to the freaking weekend. Thank you so much for watching, Aries. Let's do it. Let's put you on the board. Boom. You are welcome. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Let's do it. I hope it resonates with you. I hope this, I know that we try to keep it light, but sometimes the messages got to come through the way they come through. So Aries, let's see how they're going to come through for you this weekend. All right, let's do it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Releasing your burdens. Okay. So you're probably like, oh, thank God. The holiday's over. Now I can really get to work and put my attention and focus onto things. But I've realized that my expectations, maybe the way that I look at certain situations no longer serve me, and I've got to change that. And that kind of goes hand in hand with the 10 of Wands, releasing your burdens. The Page of Cups brings an opportunity this weekend, so be open to it. Maybe out of the blue, boom, there it is, So good energy here, Aries. This is very, the moon's in your sign this weekend. So be aware of that. What's going on here? Why is it looks like it's pausing? What happened? Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. No, we're still live. Okay. All right. We got a little glitch. Uh-oh. I think the power is going to go out. We got one more sign to do and we're good. That ice must be building up. I haven't seen what it looks like out there. All right. So anyway, it's not receiving enough data. Yeah, everything's broadcasting as it should on my end. So it's got to be on. But we're going to keep going. So Aries, this energy is fantastic for you. It's releasing your burdens, and an opportunity comes out of this. So be aware of that. All right. Let's do your. Yeah, haven't any drop frames. It's working. Let's get some oracles for you, Aries. Ooh, just one? Yep, that's right. Observe where you're thinking. Where's your perspective? You got to change that. So be aware. Observe other people. Are they taking you down? Are they dragging you around? You know what I'm saying? So be aware of that. If it glitches out, guys, I don't know. Maybe Armageddon's breaking loose outside. I haven't seen it. But it's been raining here for like 5 hours straight, and now it's like getting really cold. All right, so let's look at, ooh, I like this. Oh, I really love this. Okay, yeah, look. Your shoulda, woulda, coulda attitude, this is what needs to change, is making you wishy-washy. So observe where that thinking goes. You're strong enough to make this move. And look at this, guys. This is great energy. Your cup is filled, or you're filling your cup, and it's so good. So we're making a choice here to focus on happiness and blessings. We're good on the way that this holiday went, I think. I think we're good. I think you like this. Now we can move forward. That's the big thing. Now I can move forward. And that's gold. It really is. I like that. Maybe some of you, if you are single, maybe meeting somebody at a family get-together. Maybe somebody's going to hook you up. Maybe someone at a family gathering is going to go, listen, you know what? Aries, there's this person that would be perfect for you. You know what I'm saying? Just be aware of that. Yeah, that one wants to come out too. So again, this is like observing the way that we react and act to things. Pride, arrogance, ego, and being stubborn. Oh, Aries. We don't want to go there, Let's not be stubborn. Let's not be stuck on anything. Instead, Commitment. I really like that. I love the sky in the back of that. Marriage, promoting, fidelity. Oh, promises. Again, don't overpromise. Make a commitment to yourself as well. Maybe that's all we need to do is make a commitment for ourselves. Aries, you're always doing for everybody else. Why not? You deserve it. Let's get what's the vibe. Yeah. Enough of this for this year. That's that 10 of wands right there that we're letting that go. Is suffering in silence, unspoken desires, real feelings, and broken dreams. We're rebuilding this, okay? Oh, wow, it's super icy out there now, and there's a bunch of car accidents up this way. Oh, my God. I left at 4 o'clock because it looked like, you know, the ice was freezing to the windows of the shop. I was like, should probably get out while the going's getting good. And I have the composite decking on the back porch. Holy shit, was that slippery. But it looks like it's working now. The connection's back to excellent. So maybe we just had a... Thanks for the news flash, Gene. Thanks for the weather report. All right, let's get a closing message for you, Aries. What do we got? What do we have? A closing message. It wants to... Aries, always remember this. You are loved. Focus. You are here for a reason. Don't fuck it up. With arrogance, ego, and being stubborn, that could really put a dent into it. But I really love this for you for the weekend, Aries. This is beautiful energy. Enjoy it. Maybe you're just sitting there going, you know what? I don't need to do this anymore. I don't need to, I don't know, just mental stuff. Just, I just see you. Sigh of relief, Aries. That's going to do it for your freaking weekend. You are loved. I know I love you. Stop suffering in silence. Again, we're letting this go. So this is great energy. You're strong enough to do it. I love it. All right. Aries, don't forget, check out the weekly tarot reading. All right. We are down to our last sign and, last but not least, Aries, get your ass off the board and make way for Leo. Oh, fellow kings and queens, I love you. Oh, Leo, have you ever just like gotten up to the mirror and said, God damn, you lovely. You know what I mean? Just saying. I've never done that, but. All right, Leo, let's get the vibe for you this weekend. Last but not least. Let's do it. Leo, let's do it. Oh, yes. Okay, so we have the Moon, the Four of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Wands. Listen, Leo. Listen, Leo. Listen up. The Moon is uncertainty. We don't know where we're going on this. We're being a little uncertain, but don't you dare turn your back on an opportunity here. Because, Leo, have faith. Everything works out in our favor. We're getting closer and closer. Ace of Wands is a new beginning here. Embrace it. Abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely. This is why sit in this. Why get all emotional about it? Why? Why are we looking at our bowls are empty when they're not? This again, don't turn your back on an opportunity. Your faith will see this through. You keep your vision alive, Leo. It's yours. Okay? Let's get some oracles. And that's the way I've felt lately. You know, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know, Leo, maybe you can understand this, but in a few weeks here, I've felt a shift in my energy where I'm very excited about 2026. You know, very optimistic, like nothing's screwing up the vision here. You know what I mean? Yeah. Moving on. Getting rid of the fucking baggage, which is fantastic. Another 8 with dedicated effort. You are still working on your masterpiece. And that masterpiece is you, Leo. Remember that shit. Still working on that dream. The 8 right here. And the 3 of Pentacles with recognition and reward and also reaching out. So again, your faith pays off. You keep your vision alive. You work on your vision. You don't turn your back on an opportunity here. You don't fucking let the uncertainty fucking get to you, because if there's only one thing that's certain, it's uncertainty. But it looks like a strong position to double down on your faith and keep your vision, and you are moving on. You're putting in the effort, and it fucking pays off. Yep. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Ain't nothing gonna hold me down. Oh no, I got to keep on moving. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. I hate that fucking song. Just because of the way that guy said that. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Ain't nothing gonna Oh shit. All right. What are we taking? What are we getting for relationships here? Where the fuck is my relationship? Did you ever just scream that at the screen? Like, where the fuck is my relationship? Well, I'll tell you, it's a lot closer than you think. But you have to believe that it's there, that it's viable, that it's possible, that you deserve it, and it exists. Again, where my fucking relationship at? Okay, so all these cards are face down except for the King of Swords. And this is all about cutting ties from the past, moving on, speaking your truth. The end game, baby. 5D chess, baby. The King of Swords, keeping that vision, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, look at that. Again, the moon. Where's my relationship? Uncertain. Try again. And Knight of Cups, there's an opportunity here. And messages coming in. That's usually when I'm talking about relationships and I see the 8 of Wands, that's Cupid's arrow. But I want you to pay attention, Leo. 888 on the board. Let's grab it. Fuck yeah. Abundance, achievement, and staying focused. That's all you need to do. Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. Ain't nothing gonna get Leo down. Oh no, we got to keep on moving. For real. For real. Even though I hate that song, it's fitting. You know? You know, if I started singing Bon Jovi, it just wouldn't fit. Shot too hard, and you're to blame. Darling, you give love a bad name. Watch as the tarot reader's spool slowly unwinds. All right, Leo, let's get some more advice, shall we? Do it really nice, really nice. And breaking point. Limit, final straw, and overwhelmed. Again, we don't want to have to deal with the overwhelm. The overwhelm is just the emotions surfacing up. That's okay. Let them out. But again, Lord, help the person that brings Leo to the limit, because that's it. That's it after that. And there's none of that. That's for sure. Forgiveness, return, sorry. Okay? Better get right with Jesus. You know, because once you get a Leo to the breaking point, this apology is for naught. You might as well apologize to a stump, because you'll get the same reaction out of it. You fuck with the lion, you get the claws. You know what I'm saying? You weren't warned. We're not king of the jungle just because it's, you know, a cute title. Fuck around and find out. But stay focused, Leo, you know? All right, yeah. Toxic, drama, arguments, incompatible. Okay. Don't eat the shrooms. Don't eat the brown acid. You've been sold a bill of goods, Leo, that don't work. And you don't need the drama or the fucking arguments, and you don't need to fucking any of that. You know, you can do forgiveness in your heart, but again, when you're brought to the breaking point, that's it, folks. You lose. That's that easy. It's the thing about Leos. You only get a certain amount of chances until they're spent, and then that's it. Sorry. That's that. Let's get a closing message for you, Leo. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get a closing message for you. Shame, regret, and guilt. Those are just bullshit. They sure are. Forgive and let that shit go. Okay. All right. Can ya? Should ya? Yes. Can ya? Yes. Do you want to? No. Is it probably in your best interest to? Yes. But, you know, again, this is leaving this toxic fuckery energy out of your life for 2025 so you can walk into 2026 with a new beginning and a load that is loosen my load. You know what I mean? But you got to get, you know, if any of you Leos are experiencing this, detox. Stay focused because 2026 is all about that. Leo, I hope that jived because that's empowering as fuck. And that's the way we need to walk in to 2026. Not like this. No, what do I do? No, this is an opportunity. Don't turn your back on it. Have faith. And the beginning's there. That's the vision, your vision. Keep it alive. And that's that. So, with that being said, everybody, Leo, that's going to do it for your freaking weekend. Save the best for last. Absolutely. Because I don't know about you, fellow kings and queens, but that fucking hit 100%. That's like... for Rizzle. Again, Leo, this is all we have to do. That's it. Beautiful. All right. Lovely. Listen. Let's take Leo off the board. I don't want to because I just, I think I'm going to leave that there. Because I am a Leo. If you didn't know. But listen, everybody. Wow, that was fun. It's 8:30. Not bad. An hour and a half. That's what I thought it would take. It's not bad. It's not bad. Again, the lives. I love doing the lives. If we have like a schedule conflict, like a holiday landing on a Friday, around a Friday or something like that we can't do a Thursday live, I might do the freaking weekend live again. I mean, this is basically what I do by myself. I just go ahead and marathon this shit in one afternoon. But I kind of like having the audience a little bit. Speaking of having the audience, thank you so much for being here tonight. Good way to close off the weekend. Again, if you didn't see it, I'm going to have the timestamps ready for you in the morning. For some reason, it takes YouTube a very long time to be able to repurpose your lives, so you can go in there and add the timestamps and all of that. I don't know. It just takes like almost 48 hours, and I want to put the timestamps in, repurpose it, and it won't even let me share it after I do the live until it's processing. And that takes like almost up to 72 hours. So hopefully I'll have those in there. But, you know, again, I love doing the lives. Join me Sunday on TikTok at 10 a.m. We're going to be doing tea and tarot. I got to buy some green tea. I'm out of green tea. How can you have tea and tarot with no tea? I got to go. Yeah, got to go to the grocery store tomorrow. Some announcements. The Vibe Tribe is getting revamped and we're putting more stuff into it. What was that? Haha, rapid decline at the end. Like always. But yeah, we always, the Vibe Tribe is going to change. I'm going to do a lot more for the people that are already members. So go ahead and join that now because I'm going to do a lot of exclusive stuff that everybody else isn't going to get. Like I'm going to do extendeds. So if you are in the Vibe Tribe and I don't know your sign, go ahead and message me your sign at some point. Leave it in a comment on one of the videos so I can go ahead and decide, all right, I know that like Gene and Scott are members, so they'll go ahead and get like an extended reading for like the freaking weekend or the, you know, maybe just an extended reading for the month, something that you guys don't get. So again, join the Vibe Tribe. It helps grow the channel. It brings me closer to the goal that I have. And I got a big lofty one and then we're going to do it. We're going to hit it. All right. But yeah, so that's also that. Another thing is that I am like today I've got 4 more bookings in advance for people booking their readings out. If you would like an in-person, if you're in the Western New York area, in Fredonia, Southern, what are the South Towns, south of Buffalo, come on down to the Circle of Light. We can do in-person readings. I got a great deal going on for in-person readings, and that is 25-minute tarot and a full energy cleanse. I do a saging, clearing your chakras out, and also using the singing bowl. Love doing that. That's $77. That's not bad. That's great. That's a great way to reset for the year. You're feeling kind of ick. I'll take care of that. Okay. Also, again, I'm going to be going live a lot more on TikTok. So check that out. Go ahead and follow me at Raise Your Vibration TV over there. And I want to hit 1,000 followers like fast. So I'm sure it will happen. All in due time. I'm going to be offering a lot of online classes and also in-person classes starting in January. I'm going to be doing the Astrology of 2026 in January. So if you would like more info about that, go ahead and message me, email me. I'm available on my socials. So get a hold of me and we'll talk it out. It's going to be cheap. It's like $25. Come on down, you know, or I might even just do it live. Again, now that I'm familiar with, you know, I got my equipment upgraded. Everything is working as it should and planned. And now that I've gotten my toes wet, I'm feeling the water is really nice and warm and I like it. And there's no yuck at the bottom. It's sand, baby. So I might just do a live class. You know, I have the whole Zoom thing and I love doing that. So it's just a matter of throwing it together for you and doing that. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to be doing a lot more online classes. Take advantage of my online readings too. They're booking up, man. I'm like, New Year's Eve is almost pretty much well booked. So, and I got to run from the shop to the studio, from the shop to the studio. That's going to be great. But what other way to spend New Year's Eve than with all of you? That's what I like to do. Maybe I'll go live on TikTok New Year's Eve. That would be fun. Again, I'm excited because, you know, the energy is fresh. There's like a hopeful energy that hasn't been around for a long time. And I'm sure you could agree. Let me know in the chat. I'm almost positive we're all on the same wavelength with this. Something is about to pop and it feels good. Every time I think about it, I just get to smiling. So, okay, universe, show us how fucking good it can get. All right, listen, everybody, thank you so much for watching this freaking weekend. I love you all. Don't forget, lots of things coming in 2026 for all of us. I'm not going to leave you in the dark. We're going to have a lot of discussion about 2026. And that's what the lives are for, is to get you prepped, ready, balanced. We're going to do meditations. You keep following this program and you're going to be fucking floating. You know what I mean? You want to talk about high vibing, baby. That's what it's all about. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I love you all. Again, yes, the energy is just getting better and better. Yeah, it is. It really is. And a lot of these planets are going to be going, well, they're already starting their forward movement. They're not going to be retrograde anymore. So these next 4 months, starting the year, right out of the gate, they say it's the year of the horse. And it's like all of a sudden, it's like, and the gate opens in January. So be aware of that. Okay. That's a good kind of mental picture to have. Very hopeful about the energy. That's all you can do. Why? What else should you do? Be anxious? Oh, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. See, something good happens and the other shoe's got to drop. No, that's not what happens, kids. It's actually the reverse. You just focus on everything working out in your favor, and you will be surprised how much everything works out in your favor. It's fantastic. Hallelujah. But again, I'm going to start focusing all the lives on kind of like a countdown to the new year. Of course, we only have a few days, so I better get on it, but like TikTok, we're doing that Sunday morning. We're going to get the vibe going into that first week of 2026. And then I'm going to do it again at 8 o'clock. So am I doing it at 8 o'clock or 7? I don't know. Either one of those hours. I'm sure you'll get a notification. That's if you follow me. So yeah, lots to talk about, lots of plans. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I hope you're as excited for your life too. I see it. I do every single one of your readings. Something's about to pop in your favor. All right. So everybody, have a great weekend. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. And I will see you Sunday on TikTok. Oh, that's right. I thought I was going to hit my end record button and that's it. All right, everybody. I love you all. Happy New Year. If I don't get, we'll get something together before the new year. Absolutely. I'll probably go live New Year's Eve. That's if I'm not booked till 9 o'clock. But even still, we probably go do a late nighter, I'll lull you to sleep. All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. I love you all. And I'll see ya. Bye.